Don't gloat when your enemy falls, and don't let your heart rejoice when he stumbles, or the Lord will see and be displeased, and he will turn his wrath away from him. It's Proverbs 24:17, 18, and 19. I just got out of work. I work at a radio station in an industrial district, and I never really know what's going on in these buildings. And I walk out tonight for the first time in like 6 years. I hear worship music, and it just drew me to go around the block. First, I went up to the wired fence, concrete wall to listen, and then I drove around to see, and it just drew me. It's a kid's thing. It's amazing to see the younger generation worshiping the Lord. And it just makes me think of what's been on my heart since the election and Proverbs 24:17. We shouldn't be gloating. Now's the time where we can draw people to the Lord with kindness, with respect, seeing that their emotions are inflamed, that they're angry, and we can offer up a hand. Regardless of who you voted for or how you feel, if you consider yourself a follower of Christ, now is the time to reflect that. Now is the time to be the salt and the light. And particularly, if you're on the Republican side of the vote, the world is trying to demonize anyone on that side. And we know how there's a lot of virtue signaling going on. But at the end of the day, our kingdom is not in this world. What seems like a victory today could be short-lived. Anything could happen tomorrow, next week, a month from now, in January. There's a lot of things that can and probably will happen. And while we may be celebrating today, or at least some people that are on the winning side of the election, that could change really quickly. So there shouldn't be any gloating, any victory parades, any celebrating at the expense of people who truly feel that the end is near, that like evil has taken over. And who knows? We could all be deceived. That's why I don't have any faith in the political system. That's why all I will talk about is Jesus, because there could be a lot of people deceived on both sides. Matthew 24:24, even the very elect could be deceived. The time will not cut short. So anybody doing any victory parades thinking that they know that good just defeated evil, think again. We don't know. That has not happened yet. Jesus has not come back yet. We need to be representing him as if we are his hands and feet and ears, and we got to be extending a hand to those that are up in arms right now, despite the fact that they probably wouldn't do that in return. You got to be willing to fight hate with love in the way that Jesus expressed love. Not a hypocritical, one-sided type of love that the world promotes. You agree with me, or you're wrong, or you're canceled, or you'll be silenced. But we should all be aiming to be a smooth harmony of worship to the Lord that draws people to us like this music did to me. It's so nice. It's even chilly out here, but just hearing kids singing to the Lord, it's just a very nice surprise. And again, it just draws that parallel of what we should seek to be right now. No gloating, no allowing our hearts to rejoice when our enemy stumbles, because it's really just a perceived enemy, because our battle is not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual principalities and spirits of darkness in the heavenly realms, and the realms that we can't see with our eyes, but we can see spiritually. And a lot of people that are angry and wound up right now because of current events, they don't see that, and they never will if we are not the soothing aroma of Christ, the salt and the light that draws people to him through us. So I pray this finds you well. God bless. We'll see you tomorrow.